All right, good evening, everyone. We'll get started with Rob's post-game press conference. We'll start with questions in the room. Doug, go ahead.
Yeah, first, can we get an update, if you have one, on Lionel and Gregerson?
No update on those guys yet. Sorry, I just got in. I have not heard.
Okay. How much of the defeat tonight was just Miami's quality and maybe fatigue by y'all?
Yeah, I mean, the goals they scored aren't. They're a sloppy giveaway in the beginning and then a quick moment where we're not organized, obviously, on top of our box. They score in the first minute, and then the next one's a set piece. Like, you have to do your role on set pieces and be really hyper alert. I mean, the thing is they create so many different types of opportunities, so I can give them that, but those are the details in playoff games that make a difference. Obviously for us the other day, it helped in our favor, but I think fatigue is a massive factor. The fact that these guys have been on six flights in 5 days, like, I'm so proud of them. They battled, they fought, they scrapped. They had first minute goal, 2 injuries. Like, they're resilient, and I'm really proud of them. I'm proud to be their coach at this moment, and they never gave up. So fatigue's a massive one, but we went toe to toe with them and nearly had them.
How much did having to use 2 subs in the first half on the injuries affect what y'all were trying to do, both the rest of the half and with subs and tactics the rest of the game?
I mean, of course, it changed everything. We didn't plan to make 2 subs in the first half, so then you're down 2 moments, and now you have to be really strategic with what you want to do. We had to change the shape quickly to even allow for that. So it changed the whole game and what we wanted to do with it. But I thought the guys adapted really, really well. They kept fighting, kept blocking passes. Dax did a great job trying to get around Messi and Bartos and the midfielders that played. And obviously Brad was fantastic, as he's been all year. So I don't know if Lennon's injury could be argued as a result of this schedule congestion. I don't know about Stian's. To my knowledge, is not.
Yeah, but I don't. Stian's, I guess you could argue. Is this an unfair format, do you think, with having to play so many games in so few times, important games in so few days?
Yeah. I mean, look, I can't make excuses. It just sounds like an excuse on this end. Like, we went toe to toe with them. We did the best we could. But we made the best decisions with the information we had, and didn't have to worry about him going into it. But like, guess what? We're on these amount of flights, this amount of travel. It's not. I don't think it's the best way to do it. But I don't make those decisions. My job is just prepare the team and show up and play the game. So we did our best with the information we had, all the resources we had, and we showed up as best we could.
I know it's a frustrating one at the moment now because of that fight, but to be able to change shape 3 different times, I think, to be able to overcome that, what was the vibe with the guys coming off the field? Was it disappointment? Was it exhaustion? Or was it, hey, we've got a spark going back home?
I think it was both. I think disappointment, exhaustion, because they felt like they were in it, and I hear Brad's messaging into them, like, they got to come back to Atlanta, they got to come to Atlanta, like, pick your heads up, there's another game. So right away he's showing his leadership qualities about picking everybody up, and that was my message to them, is that on the whole, like, with everything we faced, they've been so resilient. And so the game was a little bit chaotic in the way everything went, but these guys just keep showing up in those moments, and I'm really proud of that. That's what I can say.
It's one of those games where, because of the situations, you had to try things, honestly, and figure things out on the fly. Did it maybe open up some possibilities for you in that game back in Atlanta that you kind of learned tonight?
Sure, yeah. I mean, they can be unpredictable at times with the quality players they have on the pitch. And then I think, like, guys that stepped into the field, Noah Cobb, for instance, Luis Abram did a great job. I mean, when they come in, they did a great job of doing the best they could. So there's things we need to look at and reflect. The biggest thing is we have to recover. Like, we'll fly back tonight, get back at whatever time to our houses, 4 o'clock in the morning, and then and sleep until they can come back to training in a couple of days. So that would be my preference for what they go and do now.
What would your message be to Atlanta United fans who are going to be listening to this and getting ready for Saturday? I
can't wait to see them. I mean, I'm already buzzing about what that place is going to be like. That's my message to them, is like, these people they're waiting to cheer for you. You've been three on the road to to finish the season there, or to even into the playoffs, and they put those performances together, and you can feel the buzz getting back for them and really supporting them like they do. So, and even, you know what, all the people that are coming to see Messi, come on, no problem. I love it, because eventually, like last time when things were going well for us, they were also cheering. So I get it. Come and see the superstars. Come and see our team fight and compete. But these boys aren't done yet.
You talked about the chaos a little bit. Can you talk a little bit about Derek Williams and how kind of crucial he's been in just holding everything together back to a breath?
Yeah, he's been very consistent. He's a quiet leader in some ways. Like, you might not see him shouting and screaming, but he leads. He leads by example, and then he does. He communicates to people in front of him. He's really honest. He's accountable, and he's been good. Like, defensively, he's been strong. He battled with Suarez all night long. That's not an easy one. And yeah, he's just been consistent, and it's been a bit of a pleasure to coach, to be honest.
And then Pedro and Saba, we've kind of seen, you know, their link up, their connection in the past few matches. But what have you seen specifically, like out on the training ground, that kind of points to just what they're building together? Yeah,
I mean, we've not had a ton of time on the training ground as of recently. I think just over the games, they've started to kind of gel a little bit more. Pedro's got some real quality in terms of his crossing, and you know, Saba, sometimes you don't know where he ends up until a lot of times he is ending up near Pedro, and they've found some good combinations, and something there. Sometimes it's not a thing that I'm doing, or maybe they don't realize they're doing, but they're just finding some connection and playing off each other really well. But yeah, both are in good form. And Pedro battled through a nasty knock from the other day, and to get himself fit to play again, like, it's massive. It's really, really commendable. So, and all the guys, like, just to recover and go again. Guys that haven't played, that could be disappointed, that showed up and got in the game. Like, yeah, that's what a team's for. That's about being a team. So, showed a lot of character tonight, and I'm excited to get back to Atlanta and have some hard decisions to make now with the team.